I'm watching 10, 9, 8.
We have main engine ignition. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God. Hello, rock stars. Welcome to In the Pit. I'm your host, Rick. And no, this is not MTV. Dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry. I'm laughing from off the screen. This week's guest, Julz and Brian from Just Like Pink. How are you guys?
Perfect. How are you?
I am phenomenal. I'm working on the beard, if you haven't noticed, because I'm effing lazy.
I am too.
Oh, sweetie, no, you cannot go there. You can't be like, I'm going to be the bearded woman.
I did shave just for the show.
Yeah, by the way, you look phenomenal, Brian. It looks like you got a haircut.
Yes, I did it just for today.
I already know this because you're like, I shaved the gray off. And I mean, like this gray that I have.
I just need a reason. So this is a reason to cut my hair.
Wait, okay, so I got to ask, do you do it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do the back?
A mirror and a mirror.
Oh, okay.
You see?
He takes the mirror and he's like,
oh my God. Can you send me video of you doing that sometime?
I'm naked though.
I'll send you a video.
Oh, wait. Whoa.
Whoa.
I get in enough trouble. I don't need that.
Don't you though?
Yeah, I do actually, because we'll add it to my collection of dumbassery. Wait, is that a word? I gotta check.
It's your word.
Oh my God, it is. Okay, so we were talking off camera. You guys have been on the show a number of times, but not in a while since we actually went to lockdown, and we've been doing everything video. So this is actually your first time, I think, on video. Like,
yeah.
It's a better experience, I promise.
Sure? I don't know. I love hugs.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we can get together for a while. We can't get together for hugs yet. We have to wait. And if you want to talk about that, we can. If not, we can keep it a secret.
I don't care. I told you, ask me anything.
Anything. So why have we not seen you out and about very much lately? Oh, I know the answer to this one. I know. Pick me.
Because we're having a baby.
Woo! Are you guys excited?
Yeah, I'm old, but we're excited.
Oh my God.
We're scared and excited.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be 42 in 2 weeks, and it's my first that's lit.
Whoa.
Ribbed.
Oh.
So I'm 5 months along, and we have been in hiding, and unfortunately not supporting local music very much because whenever I'm done with work, I don't want to do anything but lay down. But we're in our second trimester now, and we are feeling a little bit better, and the back's healthier and things like that. So we're gonna go out a couple times probably and see some people before we get strapped at home for a little bit.
I will tell you right now, you get a pass all day long. I'm all about family first. All about family first. So you take care of mama and baby, and the rest of this BS it'll be there to BS with later.
Well, the thing is that I like the BS because it makes me happy to go out and see people. So it's been different not seeing anybody. I mean, of course, we see the band, and we've performed a couple of times.
Yep.
In the last 5 months, not very much. But I miss everybody, you know. It's important to support people, but also to go out and have fun.
Well, music is our lives. I mean, all of us that are in bands, music is our life. We want to go out. We want to play shows, see shows. Brian and I, do you remember recently I was texting you? I was thinking about y'all. I recently played a show at Legacy Hall, and it was almost 1 year, I think, to the day that you froze your backsides off. And with the wind chill, it was in the 20s. And I will tell you, I love it. Now show us your butt. There you go.
That was Mishka.
And we froze on stage. And the whole time, the whole 2 hours that I was up there, I kept thinking, because I was at your show, the Ice Armageddon Nightmare.
That was terrible.
Oh my God. And I go, I know why they wore masks on stage. I know why I felt your pain. And we weren't even as cold as you. It was 32, and with the wind chill, it was like in the low 20s. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And Julia, you performed as if it was a sunny day in Miami. I don't know. I don't know how you did it. I
don't believe in mailing it in.
Oh, you didn't.
And my thing is, somebody told me once, you show them what you can do. You don't show them what you can't do. And I can do that. If somebody is freezing their butt off to go out there and see us perform, I'm going to perform. I'm not going to mail it in and make them regret their decision. Absolutely. Because you don't know if that person can afford tickets to the person that you're covering. You don't know if that person hasn't been out in a year because they've been in quarantine and that this is the first time they decided to go out. Yep. You don't know if their mother died yesterday. Yep. That you have no idea what kind of experience they're expecting from you. So if you don't give your 150%, then sorry, I don't work that way.
And this is why I love you guys, because I agree with you completely. Every time I step on stage, I feel the same way. It's a privilege to get up there and entertain, and people are not paying for a 50% show. Right. I felt your pain. And again, I have so much more respect for you after seeing that. I know I've seen a lot of your shows. I know that you never mail it in ever. You always give 120, 50, whatever percent. And to do it in that kind of cold, I was like, holy crap. And as far as you string players,
they had like these heat blasters. They were like cannons.
I had gloves on, like fingertip gloves, and I had heat warmers in my gloves.
Okay, but your fingertips were still like needles being poked in, ice cold, hurting, pain.
I was actually good. I had two layers of shirts on, and then I had a snow jacket, and I had another snow jacket. I had two snow jackets on.
I looked bomb. I was like, I had this fur sweatshirt on that had the fur-lined hood, and I had three hiking layers underneath me. We had just gotten back from Wyoming, so we had all these different like thin hiking layers. And actually, at what I call halftime, we went backstage for 10 minutes, and I took some of that stuff off because I actually got really warm and toasty. So
I looked like I was about to go snowboarding.
You did. And Brian, you have a natural hotness to you. So, I mean, I wasn't worried about you. You were fine. I will tell you, I put on all my leather and everything, and I was up there.
You was good.
Okay, thank you very much. But I actually was quite warm, but my hands and my feet were numb. There was the only thing I felt was pain. And I need those kind of to be able to keep a beat. And it was so difficult. I'm like, every time I would hit, it was like taking a metal baseball bat in like the middle of winter. And I used to say hitting rocks. It's like hitting a brick wall with it. And you feel the vibration. You're just like, I got done and my hands were like this. Like, I couldn't move them. Oh my God.
It's kind of in the Terminator 2, whenever the guy gets shot with the nitrogen or whatever, he turns and you just break him and he shatters. And then once he warms up, he's like, yee.
Yeah, that was me.
They don't work unless you're like right on it.
Yeah, that was our last show with Jim before he left the band last year. Yep. And he was trying to play keys, and he was like this, and he had a cannon of heat shooting straight at him, but he just didn't wear enough clothes, and he didn't warm his hands up between songs, and he was literally playing keys like this.
Plus, that stage, as we all know, has, those of us that have played it, has a wicked crosswind. Oh, it bites. So I'm done with therapy. Oh my God, I feel cold all of a sudden. So you guys, I mean, I know you haven't played a lot of shows, but I gotta ask, and we're gonna focus on the positive, not the negative, Mr. Brian. You guys made a little jaunt out to the coast, the West Coast. I'm not sure which direction it is from here, and you got to participate in a little soiree they were throwing.
Well, we didn't actually get out there. We did a lot of this.
Okay.
And it was over a period of 2 months where we did several interviews like this. It was called Clash of the Cover Bands. Yeah. And I don't know if it's still airing or if I caught a couple of episodes of it, but basically they interviewed all of these tribute bands from all over the nation. And we got to the final round. I mean, we didn't make it, but it was really cool because, I had to dress up in the wig every single time. And they asked for us to do several songs. They wanted us to do it a cappella. We did acoustic where we brought in acoustic guitars with Brandon and Biggie. I did just impromptu, just vocally like this several times, and several questions, and the band had to fill out all of these questionnaires about why they're in the band and all of this stuff. And they were really fascinated with our split lifestyle, kind of like the Clark Kent Superman thing, where by day you're this and by night you have the wig and the whole getup. And they were really fascinated by the fact that every time I did one of those interviews, I was literally taking my lunch break.
Oh my God.
The day. And so, I would schedule it on a day that I knew I was working from home or something like that. So I could, pause what I was doing, schedule it between, conference calls or whatever. And I'd go back to my bedroom, pop my wig on, put on some big old earrings and something that wasn't suit and tie. And they were like, well, okay, now go take off. We want to see what you look like without the wig. And so I took it off. They were like, holy crap, just in the wig transformation alone. So that was part of what they were drawn to, was how we lived this double life. But the show is pretty cool. Some of the acts were like that they ended up choosing were U2, Jennifer Lopez,
stuff.
I don't remember them all, but they had a whole bunch. And
Tina Turner.
There was a Tina Turner, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Either way, but yeah, it was a really cool experience, good exposure. And the final interview that we did, the guy really, really loved Pink. And so I did Glitter in the Air a cappella for him, and they were really fascinated by the aerial piece of it and everything. So it was, we started in June, and our last interview was like middle of July. And that's whenever the next week they started filming, and the winner of it all won like $10,000 or something like that. So it was,
no way.
Yeah,
and got on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Wow. See, I forget the money would have been nice, but just to play Jimmy Fallon.
I know.
Holy crap. That would have been.
So yeah, the winner of that, their round. So if we were up against like Britney Spears or something and we won that round, we would have got 10 grand. And then the winner of the whole thing went on Jimmy Fallon.
Wow. But they were fascinated by you guys having the split life, but isn't that really what most of us, a majority of those of us in tribute bands really do? We're not doing this full time. We don't live in Vegas and we're out there every weekend doing it on the Strip or at one of the casinos. We are working day jobs and getting out there weekend warriors and just, rocking out.
I think that's the misconception, though, is that a lot of people do think that this is what we do for a living. Like even in our neighborhood that we live in, people ask us if we're full-time musicians. I'm like, really? Do you know how much that actually pays, and that you really just drink your paycheck?
Do you know that everybody thinks that all I do is my show and my two bands? And I think I'm going to go with the lie. I'm just going to start. Yeah, man, it's a great lifestyle. I'm a rock star.
I wish.
I'm not, but I mean, I have a real job. But I mean, if that's what you people think, like, okay, yeah, that's all I do. I get up about noon and I have a couple tequilas, some hot cakes and sausage, and then I go watch TV for 7 hours. Like, really?
Yeah. Well, only certain people can do that, and I would like to name his name.
No.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'd like to know who it is, because I'd like to have that lifestyle. Well, maybe not the 7 hours of TV, but I mean, I could sit on a beach.
Our good old friend Josh gets to live the.
Oh, you cannot go. See, Josh, I wasn't going to bring you up, man. Don't be.
I miss him.
Be mad at him. The other one, not heard immediately.
He calls me. I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm playing video games.
Dude, I can't even tell you my conversations with him early in the morning, because it's not fair to him. He's not here to defend himself, although he'd be like, hell yeah. Like
whatever gets him to call me,
Oh my Lord. Josh, you have to call Brian. Just saying. Call him now. Pick up the phone. Dial 1-800 Brian Smalls.
Yes.
Though that's probably too many letters.
Probably.
Oh my God. Well, I'm stoked that you guys got to do that. I mean, I think that's every band's dream, to go on maybe a battle of the bands. I haven't applied for it with Basket Case, and it's one of those things where we're still trying to figure out. I mean, we have our business plan, but I see that as you guys are more in line, because some tributes you very much look like Pink when you get on stage.
Do I?
I do.
Whatever. Really? You don't think you do? You don't think you pull it off?
So here's my problem.
Oh, you only have one?
I can't. cut my hair off and dye it white blonde because of my day job. And my wig, God rest its soul, is done. It is done, old, done, falls off when I'm on stage, done. If I don't put 1,000 bobby pins in it, it's done.
6 years old. Done.
And I have so many other wigs that I have purchased, and they're just not the same.
Yeah.
And it's
they're not cutting it.
So I am trying desperately to revamp this part of it so I can mohawk it and spike it and stuff.
Like this.
And there is a girl that covers pink in London who has hair just like mine. And she actually had a baby last year and she's back at it and all that stuff. But her wig looks freaking phenomenal. I messaged her and she hasn't written me back. I'm like, how do you do that? Because she has it spiked, and you can, if you look close, you can see the glue lines or whatever. But I have a couple of really good wigs, and I can style them up, but then I can still see my hairline. So I need things.
We need a wig.
And especially now that I'm going to be larger for a little while, I need to revamp my wardrobe on stage. And I have, of course, my yellow checkered jacket, which is one of her staples.
Yep.
I've got some overalls for her white outfit that she wore in her concerts.
Yeah.
But after I have the baby, I'm gonna still need to cover things up until said baby weight goes away.
Yep.
And so I'm looking for a costume person that can replicate a couple of things that will do well. So yeah, I look like her. I more capture her essence than I try and be her doppelganger. I do pink like me.
Yes.
I don't mimic everything that she does, and so I think that's part of what makes us cool is that we're authentic. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. A lot of what you see on stage is, in fact, my personality.
Yep.
So yeah, I pull it off, but I don't look like her at all.
I will. There's two things I will tell you out of that. I'm glad you guys put yourself into it because we are paying tribute to artists that we love. Okay. And I mean, my band is a celebration of, because we happen to love the band. And we don't try to look like it, but I don't ever stop that. I've seen so many of your shows, and I'm telling you guys are hands down a phenomenal entertainment. There's value for your dollar. What you guys do is incredible. So I especially when you get to do the aerial stuff, like, holy crap. I saw you do that at the Bomb Factory, I think. And I was like, wow, there's nobody else doing that. So don't stop. And as far as wig costume design, somebody that you and I both know, Miss Yvette.
I talked to her about it.
Okay.
And I said, I want this outfit. She goes, you know how long that's going to take? I go, yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, she knows. She makes all her outfits for Rebel Yell and Cooligans from scratch. I mean, she's a dear friend where we hang out with her all the time. She's a wizard. I don't know how she does it, but I didn't know you'd already talked to her. That would have been the top of my list.
We talked at our friend, Gia. We talked to her at her birthday party back in September, and I showed her a couple of things, and she's like, "Yeah, I could probably do that. That'd take me forever." And then I got pregnant.
But see, you know what? I think the beauty of all this is, so what? You're still a mom, and yes, you are. You guys are having kids, which I'm elated. Even though your house is already a jungle gym. I mean, I'm just saying. You guys having kids is nothing new to you. I'm excited for the new addition to the family, but you guys you have this other family, the band family, and you're going to continue to move forward. I'm assuming you're going to take a little time as you get a little bit closer to the birth to just like, whoa, we need time to let me relax, and then we'll come back at it full tilt. Correct?
Yeah. So our last show was November, and then of course we traveled in October. And we typically try and play 1 or 2 shows a month tops. We don't want to oversaturate the audience, but we also, again, like you said, family first. And so our band is family first. We want this to be fun. We don't want it to be so time consuming that people start to hate it because they're always away from their families. It's a hobby. So we're kind of following suit with that. So we have, we had booked Florida 8 months ago, at the end of February. So that'll be our last show for a while because I'll be entering in my 3rd trimester. We originally had a private acoustic gig in March, which has since been canceled. And we were supposed to play in Burleson. What's the name of that place? At Oscars. In April. And while I probably could still bounce around on stage in April, the place is a smoking environment, and so I can't be in that.
Nope.
And then May, we had a gig at a winery, and I said that we could probably do it acoustically because Pink does a campfire set, as she calls it. But we don't want to risk it because I could deliver early, you know. So we canceled those 2 gigs. So after Florida, we're not playing in March, April, or May. And then, of course, my body will need time to heal. So we've been hit up with a show in Virginia. We've been hit up with a show, like several shows that we've literally had to just turn down, and because they all want us in like June and July, and we just can't. Vitruvian Park hit us up for July, August timeframe, and you know, if I have a C-section, I mean that's 8 weeks minimum recovery, and we don't know if that's going to happen or not. So we're just kind of doing this one, and looking to book in the fall locally, and then perhaps traveling again in 2023 whenever the baby's a little bit older and we can entrust somebody to babysit.
Now, did I see recently on Facebook you have a guest drummer who's a mutual friend of all of ours?
Yeah. So April Samuels. So babies, I guess, are in the air because our drummer, Jesse Russell, his wife just had their 4th child in December. And so he's on paternity leave right now.
You guys got babies popping out everywhere.
Yeah. So anyway, so he had a long year, and so he's taken a couple of months off to be with his family. And so in preparation for that, and us, you know, traveling some as well, we were able to get April Samuels to fill in for him on an as-needed basis because she's family. Everybody loves her.
Yep.
And she's an excellent drummer, and she loves Pink. So it kind of just fit.
Her hair's pink.
Well, it's more red.
Pinkish red.
Anyway, so she's filling in for Jesse on an as-needed basis, and since Jesse, you know, does have 4 children, he coaches soccer for them and all of that stuff. Anytime we travel, you know, if there's an obligation he has at home, then you know we obviously just call April up and say, hey, can you fill in? And now that she's not with Metal Shop anymore, she's got more availability to do those kinds of things. And so we're blessed to have her as part of the crew now. So she's going to be going with us to Florida, as Jesse will still be on paternity leave.
I love it. I love me some Miss April. You guys know she is definitely family. I'm glad to see her getting back out. And when I saw that, it made me smile because I'm like, okay, she's been sitting in with some bands lately, and so I'm like, I love it. I love it. Miss April's getting back out there. So hi, Miss April. We look forward to seeing you. In fact, I'll have to bring her on the show to let her talk about that a little bit.
Everybody's asking, like, when is she going to play in town? Because a lot of when we pull on her, it's going to be out of town stuff. So all these like people are like, I want to see you play. It's just like me. Well, pop-up show came up February 5th here in town. And since Jesse's still out, she is going to do it.
So that's funny because I played the night before, and that's the day my wife and Yvette are going on vacation together. They're going on a girls' cruise. I'm obviously not a girl. I'm not invited. And so I will be left unattended, but I think that's the day they get back, or it's one of those. So if they get back, I may drag my wife out. We may come just to hang out.
It's my birthday weekend.
Yeah. At Pet Day.
Hey, I'll be there the night before. So I've already got it on the calendar because I always
hotel.
Yeah.
Stay there.
Ooh, bow chicka bow bow. No. Okay. And that's how the baby got here. So one of the other things that I wanted to chat with you guys about, and for some reason I'm hungry all of a sudden, salivating, is you actually do a lot of cooking, and you put it on Facebook, and I made just a smart ass comment like, "Oh, you should do a cooking show." Just say. Can we talk about your love of gourmet food?
Well, I mean, who doesn't like good food, right?
Well, wait. You got to defend good to some people's, not to others.
Right, but like, who wants to eat crap, right? So
nobody.
Right. So
I don't like crap.
So you find ways to eat well in life, and I've been in the kitchen my whole life with my mom and my grandma and my sister, and there were some things that I was taught how to cook, and a lot of things that I wasn't. And one year I came home from being out on cruise ships, because speaking of cruises, I used to work on cruise ships. And I didn't have a job. I was just in between contracts waiting for my next one to go back out to sea. And I just started watching the Food Network, and I was like, I can do that. So I just started experimenting in the kitchen with whatever I had available in the pantry or in the refrigerator, and, and whip up something good for myself, or if I had company over or whatever. I did the same thing in college in my apartment. The guys in our brother fraternity would come over, and I'd cook dinner for them or breakfast for them if they were coming in from duck hunting or something like that. And and we would call it good loving. And so then fast forward, you get married and you have to take care of a family. And
because I need food.
And so I just started experimenting with stuff, and we had the house, and so it developed into Thanksgivings and Christmases here. Mm-hmm. And I got tired of the same old, and so it just kind of morphed into, hey, this was delicious. Let's take a picture of it. And Brian always said, you need to make a cookbook, but I don't write anything down. And so a year ago, he made me a logo.
I know.
And I was on the couch working late one night, and so he's like, well, I'm going to work too. And so he created my logo out of similar font, how I would sign my nickname that my stepson Bryson gave me, which is Joa, because he couldn't say Julia whenever he was little. And so that came the logo. And then for Christmas, I got an apron, a cutting board from Brandon and Brittany, and a big old Yeti with my logo carved on it. And he made me an Instagram page. And so I started posting pictures to it. Mm-hmm. And that's whenever you're like, well, you should do videos. And we've done some of that, but I'm just lazy. I haven't spliced it together yet.
I will tell you right now, I'm probably one of your biggest supporters. I actually learned how to do eggs Benedict, which is one of my favorite breakfasts. And it was inspired because, yes, I have been to your house for meals, which are holy crap, phenomenal. And I was like, wait a second, I want to try to cook something. I am nowhere near your caliber, but you need a cooking channel, like straight up a cooking show. And I, Mr. Rick, the homemaker, not really, but I will watch it every week just because I'm like, oh my God, I want to try cooking that. I'm just saying.
It's therapeutic for me. I love seeing people's satisfied faces whenever they have something delicious to eat. And memories are made in the kitchen. They're made around the dinner table, and the art of the family, it happens at the dinner table. It's not fast food and sitting around the TV. It's having a conversation, playing a card game or something like that. Yep. And I find value in that. And, there's a reason why anytime we have people over, everybody's always in the kitchen. Like, they're never anywhere else. I'm like, y'all, there's 3,000 square feet. Go hang out somewhere. They're like, no. And let's come in here. And people just nibble on stuff.
We like your kitchen. Just saying.
Yeah, we're in it right now. So
I know.
We need you to help us do the show.
I will tell you right now, I will be at your beck and call. Like if you want to do one, I'll executive produce it for you. I would gladly be involved in helping you put a show together just because I'm hungry.
My problem is that I'm not always confident in my skills, and 9 times out of 10, I don't know what's going to come out on the plate.
But that's the beauty.
It's okay because I know where it's going to go.
In
my mouth.
There's a lot of failures that don't get posted, and again, I haven't posted a whole lot since we've been pregnant, just because of my back pain. But I got back out there at New Year's and made an amazing brisket.
Stop! Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. That's not even fair.
Yeah, and we did homemade pasta for the first time.
Oh my God, whoa. I saw it on YouTube. I did a spaghetti carbonara, which is, oh my God. And
we got cut off.
Oh no, it's just us now.
Yeah, it was Ric's connection will drop after 40 minutes, and we have no idea why. It is just crazy. So he'll be back in a second.
All right.
And then we'll bring him back in. But
we're going to
get the logo
for Joe's Kitchen.
Yeah, because I want to put it on this show.
Here, right there.
I'm sorry, I got so excited, everything shut down.
Email it to me, Ryan.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, yeah. Please send that to me so I can bring that up as she starts to talk about it. I'm going to pull some of the Instagram things and put those on.
You can actually pull that up because I know exactly what I was going to say, and I'll finish this as I got excited.
Okay, let me close my mic.
You can go to Joe's Kitchen on Facebook.
I'll wait for Julia to sit down. Oh my God. Okay, I will finish this story because oh my God, you got me excited. So I saw on YouTube how to do a spaghetti carbonara. So I did it a couple times. Holy crap, it wasn't that difficult, but it tasted so good. So like I said, I'm inspired when I see your dishes, and then I'm like, if you could be simple, and by the way, just because you didn't post pictures doesn't mean it didn't taste good. Just saying. I mean, holy crap.
Sometimes we forget.
Honestly, my pages are filled with less than what I have pictures of. I just forget to post them.
Well, you know what? After
I have a whole. Hold on, where is it?
Other side. There you go.
Wow. This is my food blog in my phone. Like that's my.
Look at that brisket right there.
Stop, Brian. That is just mean.
That's a rib. That's a beef.
That's mean. Oh, I remember the Brontosaurus burger things we had.
This one, that's my Italian wedding soup.
Oh.
I made that with brisket meat. It was brisket meatballs.
This one.
Stop, Brian. It's not even
one beef dinosaur T-Rex rib.
I want to try a beef Wellington.
I do too.
I really do. I want to try.
I have smoked birds kissing.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys have the egg.
Yeah.
That's where my part comes in.
Oh, okay. Thank you, helper.
Smoking.
Oh my God. I will tell you, when you get past new baby and you figure life out, and if you're serious about it, you want help.
Yes.
I'm dead serious. You guys, holy crap, you make me hungry. And like I said, I'm never going to be a phenomenal chef. I mean, I could do a brisket and we do good chili and a couple dishes here and there. Never to your extent, but oh my God. I would gladly help you because I love watching the food. I salivate, and I do like tasting. I'm just saying. I don't know how I'm not like 500 pounds because I love food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always eat bad food too.
Yeah. I saw a post with Sophia Loren. She said, I'd rather drink wine and eat cake and not be a size 0 and live my life. I was like, heck yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting older. I don't care anymore. It's I've only got so many years left here. I want to enjoy some good food while I'm here and maybe some good tequila.
I'll join you on that tequila in about 4 months.
So wait, when you get over all this, you're a tequila drinker, yes?
I love tequila.
Okay. No. We will get together for some serious tequila tasting. I have a ton of bottles and I have a connection who gets me like sometimes rare, hard to find tequilas, and my tequila collection's growing. You guys come over to the house. We'll sit down. There's a couple other people we'll invite that have been begging me. We'll do some serious tequila tasting.
We had, when I was in Puerto Vallarta, I went on a tequila tour, and we did tequila tasting.
Yep.
And they're like, you're supposed to sip it like scotch. You're not supposed to shoot it like Cuervo. I don't like shooting Cuervo anyway, because that stuff's nasty.
Oh.
No offense, Cuervo. But, if you get a really good tequila and you sip on it.
Yeah, you see my posts. I post pictures all the time, and people message me like, wait, which one is that? I'm like, well, this is a bourbon barrel, or this is a cognac barrel, or right now I'm a reposado guy, even though I've got some great extra añejos. I'm just, I'm a neat. Just let me sip my tequila.
There's something about tequila, like when I don't drink a lot. Like, I'll have like a beer or something, a glass of wine, but for liquor, tequila like makes me happy. Like,
yeah, me too.
So like Brandon, he always says, "Oh, a drunk Biggie shows up. That is a special day." So, and tequila is, I could do a shot of tequila and just be like,
okay, I know your weakness now. I know your kryptonite. You guys are.
Well, my kryptonite is wine, but
I know.
I can't have. So I drink out of fancy glasses to make myself feel better.
Yeah, I'm not alcoholic, but she feels like she's drinking. But
I like a nice glass. Like, there's just something about drinking out of a nice glass. Your liquid tastes better. Whether this is my probiotic drink, and so this is vitamins, but it just makes it taste better. It goes down easier. Like, it's like drinking beer out of a Solo cup versus a frosted mug.
See, I put all my cups in a paper bag to give myself street cred. It doesn't matter if it's milk. I don't care. Oh, you're killing me. You guys, it has been way too long. Will you do this again with me, except for like next time? Let's do it in person.
Yeah. How about
tomorrow, really? You're like 2 days in a row of Rick.
Well, and honestly, Rick, I'm seriously not in hiding. I mean, I was sick the last couple of weeks with a cold, but I'm not fearful of being out and about or having people over and stuff. I'm just not going to venues because the sound for the baby at a certain point is not good.
Take care of mama first, mama and baby, and all this other crap. It's not that you're fearful.
But we do like to have people over. We do like to go over people's houses. We do like to go out to dinner. So I'm not being a recluse. I just can't go to live shows because I seriously can't stand very long.
I completely get it. And I will tell you again, take care of mama and baby first. The rest of this, it'll still be there. I mean, I don't go out as much as I used to, only because my life is so busy, and sometimes I'm just tired and lazy and I just want to stay home.
Yeah.
I mean, I just saying. So I take care of family first. There's going to be plenty of time and we definitely need to get together. I'm so sorry. I missed your holiday party this year because I was on the road. I had a show up in Oklahoma City. Don't even shake your head, Brian. You're going to make me feel guilty. It was a good one
this year. Like, it was a really strong turnout.
I saw the pictures.
And that was when we announced the baby to the band. So it was special. It was
oh my Lord. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on again. Please do it again. Except for, like I said, we need to get together. We'll grab some dinner and we'll do some tequila tasting after, baby. After. And we'll get together and hang out. And you guys definitely, when you're ready to come out of this and go into, ramping up in the fall, we'll plan something. We'll get together and we'll do another show for sure.
Well, we're going to have the baby just in time for pool season. So we'll do grow out time.
So I can bring my water wings over and I won't feel out of place because the baby will have theirs on too.
Well, the baby will be probably this big and it'll be napping while we're out there having a good time.
I can still wear my water wings though, can I?
Yes.
Okay.
She doesn't, like the whole thing about like looking like Pink, she is like the same kind of person.
Very much so. And I watched some interviews with Pink. She's very family oriented. And honestly,
she'll sing with a baby on her hip. She doesn't care.
That's what this world needs. It really does. It really does. You guys keep doing what you do. I love you guys so much. Thank you for just letting me be a part of your life, even though I'm annoying.
You're not annoying.
Oh, really? So you're saying I could try harder?
Yes.
Oh my God. Brian's over there going, no, don't encourage him, please, for the love of God. Oh my God. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to the show, please go and like our page. You ask your friends to like us. If you're in a band, share your stuff there. If Facebook is just like a casual thing you happen to catch and you really want to listen to us on other mediums, you can go to catch us on Spotify. We are on iHeart. We are on obviously Instagram and Twitter, which I am horrible about. We have an Amazon Fire channel. We have a Roku channel. Obviously, we're on Facebook. Check us out. Go to our page. Download our app. We're gonna actually market it a little bit better than I have been, just because I've been busy as all heck. And we have some other things that are coming up here in the near future. So keep your ears and eyes open, because I'm excited about some of the things we have coming down the pipe for you guys. Again, thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for being my guests. I look forward to seeing you soon. I'm Rick. This has been Brian and Julz, and you are in the pit, and we will see you somewhere in the pit.